Hello again everyone, and welcome to Financial Accounting 1A. In this video I'm going to be going over the syllabus for the course, and as you know, the syllabus is considered to be the contract between the instructor and the students. So we need to make sure everything is transparent and clear, and we're in full agreement of what we have in this syllabus. So there are a few things that we really need to stress on and make sure that you're aware of. Of course, there are a few things that also I'm going to go over a little bit quicker. So this syllabus applies to two sections that I'm teaching this semester. Make sure that you know your section number. It's either 13822 or 13823. And again, this is my name. This is my email address, which is the best way to communicate with me. There's also a phone number here, but this is not my cell phone. This is a virtual phone. So anytime you want to leave me a message, I would receive this voice message by email. So if there's something urgent and you really want to let me know quickly, I'll get this message and I'll hear it on my email. The class time, of course, this is a virtual classroom, so we're going to be doing everything online through Canvas. And I'm going to have my weekly announcements posted every Monday by noon. So as I said, the class location, it's an online class. This is the textbook website by Cengage, and this is also going to be the same website that we're going to be used for our homework. And you can see here, this is also the link for registration for the homework. However, there's a separate registration sheet that's available on Canvas. So make sure that you log into Canvas and see the instructions for registration of the homework. So the required course text is Financial and Managerial Accounting. It's the 14th edition by Warren, and I think it's one of the best textbooks in the market, and we've been using it for a while now. So make sure that you also have access to the book, read it, read the chapters, and I think if there's anything that's not clear for us, feel free to email me. I'll be more than happy to go over any of the questions you have. So what are the materials we need for this class? We might need a calculator. You just need a regular calculator because in accounting we don't really do heavy statistics and those kind of cosine and sine and tan, and these. It's just, we don't need a scientific calculator. In other words, it's just a simple calculator will do the job. You also need to take notes. You need, of course, internet access so you can do your homework, you can take the exams, and we need a valid email address. This course doesn't have the prerequisites, and that's a good thing. So I'm assuming that many of you might be coming right off high school, and you'll be eligible to take this class. So for the course description, I'll leave that part for you to read. I really don't want to read all these details. The same thing for the student learning outcomes and the objectives of the course. But please make sure that you read it because this is basically what we're going to be doing in this class. And maybe many of the things that are written here don't make a lot of sense now, but I'm sure by the end of the course, if you go back to these learning outcomes and objectives of the course, it will make a lot of sense. For the homework policy, this is one of those things that I want to stress on. I'll try to read it carefully here. It says, in accounting, homework is critical because concepts cannot be fully understood until applied in assignments. So part of your understanding of the concepts that we're going to be going over is that you apply them. And the homework is a good opportunity to apply these concepts. Also, completing the homework assignment is essential in preparing for the exams. There's a direct correlation between success on exams and the effort committed to the homework. So by seriously attempting to solve the homework problems, you would learn the material, therefore homework would be heavily weighted in the grading process. Again, the word heavily graded here is relative, but it's just one thing I want you to be aware of, that the homework is part of your grade. It's also important to know that there might be assignment changes announced during class time or during class that you will be responsible for. I suggest that you exchange email and phone numbers with a few classmates to use as resources. You can also use Canvas as a way of communicating with your colleagues to get some kind of updates or anything that you missed. So homework will be submitted online using the Cengage now. and it can be accessed, or access instructions are on the Canvas website, as I mentioned earlier. So an access code is required to complete the homework in this program. This is included when you purchase a new textbook at the bookstore. You can also buy it separately, but I really don't encourage that. If you don't have an access code, you will need to purchase one, and that's the thing I was telling you about. If you already have the textbook, but you don't have access to Cengage Now, you'll need to get registration for Cengage Now separately. But I think you get a better deal when you get the book with the registration code. The next thing here, there would be weekly homework assignments. Even though I decided a while ago I'm not going to really create these kind of deadlines, I'll allow you to set your deadlines on your own. So make sure that you complete the homework on time. But if you miss 1 or 2 days, it's not going to be the end of the day. It's like you still have an opportunity to make up for the late homework. But by the end of the course, I'm going to look over your homework assignments and make sure that everything is complete. Once I see that, you're going to get the grade for that. One thing I also want you to aware of, once you register for Cengage, now you'll find two kinds of assignments. There's the practice assignments and there's the homework assignments. The practice exercises, these are not graded. These are just for you to practice. These are optional. If you want to do them, you can do them. If you don't want to do them, that's fine. But I still think it's a good opportunity for you to practice more, for those who are willing to spend more time. If you feel that you're okay with homework by itself, I think that's the part that's going to be counted. So the homework assignment would require a minimum of 10 hours per week. And again, this is a relative thing, but I think when I use the word minimum here, I was trying to motivate you to spend more time. But I think in general, I would say per week, plan to spend some hours like studying the material. And one thing in accounting is that one concept is built on another. So you need to make sure that you're not falling behind. Please do your best to spend as much time as you can being on track. So part of being successful in this course is time management. So as long as you manage your time and stay on track, you should be doing very well in this class, and you should also get an A. It's not possible to earn a passing grade for this class without completing all of the homework. So some students say, oh, I'm not going to do the homework and I'm going to do well in the exams and that's it. Trust me, this is not going to work. You need to do the homework and you also need to excel, while performing your exams. Try to schedule your study time appropriately. If you wait to do your homework at the last minute, you will not do well in this class. So again, these are just suggestions, and again, I've been teaching for a long time, so I can tell you from what I've seen, procrastination is not a good idea. So try to always stay on time and complete your homework on time. That's the best thing to do. So homework assignments are due at the end of the course. However, I encourage you to complete your homework assignments for the chapters covered as soon as the class meeting is completed. And again, I discussed that before. Each homework assignment is worth 5 points, and you will earn full credit if you score over 80% on each homework assignment. So one of those things that you'll see that each homework assignment, of course, is separate. You might have a hard time trying to answer a little part of the homework. So don't worry too much about it. As long as you get 80% in this assignment, in my eyes, you got the full credit. So you're going to earn the 5 points. So every homework assignment is worth 5 points. And I think the total for all homework assignments is going to be 60 points. We have another thing here, which is called the class experiences. And these are going to be online quizzes. So I like to call them class experiences because they're more in a relaxed form. You'll have a lot of time to work on these. You have more than one trial to answer them. And usually we have like an exercise that you will be working on. And once you complete that exercise, there is multiple choice questions that you'll answer. Typically, there are 4 multiple choice questions for each one of these quizzes or class experiences. I like to call them class experiences. And each one is worth 2 points for a total of 8 points. And again, you'll be able to see a grade. If you feel like you didn't earn the points you want, you can retake it again. And that's a way of like encouraging you to to do well in these class experiences. You'll have up to like 3 trials to earn all the points. And I normally do this in a face-to-face class. Like I usually give my students more than one chance to be able to earn the points for these quizzes. So each one is worth 8 points, and we're going to have 12 of these. And I'm going to drop the lowest 2. In the very end, I'm going to get the highest 10 class experiences, and these are for 8 points each for a total of 80 points. There's another thing called annual report experiences, and the annual report experience is an application for using financial statements and doing some kind of analysis. Typically, we're going to be starting doing these kind of exercises by the 5th or the 6th week, right after we finish our first exam, our first midterm. And I think this is one of the most important parts of this class, because it's one of those things that you will learn or maybe use in your future. So having this ability to analyze financial statements is one of the goals of the annual report experiences. So we'll have about 6 experiences, and each one of them is worth 4 points, and you're going to earn like the highest 5. So 5 multiplied by 4, this is 20 points. We also have a term project, which is very similar to the homework. It's also done on Cengage now. And this is one of those things that you can start working on once again we complete the first exam. And it basically covers the accounting cycle. It's one of those extended exercises that requires some time. And I think it's a very useful application, and I'll give you more details about it as we get closer to completing the first 4 chapters. Then we have dropping the course. Again, the instructor would drop students who registered for this course but did not confirm presence within the first week. So one of those things I would like you to do is just send me a message introducing yourself in a discussion board, so I can know that you're involved in this class and you already checked Canvas. So once you log into Canvas, try to look for that, and this is one of the first things that you have to do. So beyond this, it's your responsibility to drop from this class should you decide not to complete the class at this time. The drop deadlines are listed below, and I'll show you these deadlines here. So the last day to drop from the class without a grade of a W is September 7th. So we'll have about like 3 weeks, and hopefully no one would need to drop, but I'm just following the instructions of the university, or of the campus, I mean, of the college. The last day to drop from the class with a W is October 29th, and in this case you'll still drop the course, but it would show on your transcript with a W. Academic integrity, this is another important thing. This is an accounting course, so being honest and being ethical is something expected from all students. So please make sure that you act with a high level of integrity. You only submit your own work. And I want you to be really aware of this. If you want to be successful in your life, being honest and having high level of integrity, I think, is what going to help you be very successful in your career. So please try to practice that from this class. Online course commitment. This is just something I want you to be aware of, that online classes have a different nature. So you have to be committed, you have to be dedicated, you have to manage your time. And I'll keep reminding you of this all the time, because I think this is the recipe for success in any kind of online course. So course commitment is critical to your understanding of the material. The nature of accounting is such that each new concept builds upon the former. Therefore, your success in the course depends heavily upon regular involvement with the course. Several short videos will be posted on it's actually, it used to be Moodle, it's on Canvas, for you to understand different topics covered in the course. So please make sure to watch these videos on a regular basis and email me any questions you have in case you don't understand a specific topic. The other information that we have here is about computer labs and Chaffey College Student Success Centers. Please refer to the university or to Chaffey College website to get more information about the availability of these kind of services in the current situation. Again, same thing for the Career Center. For exam policy, there would be a total of 2 midterm exams in this class plus a final exam. So we'll have 2 midterms and 1 final exam. Each exam would cover 4 to 5 chapters. The exam would consist of multiple choice questions, short answer questions, and some problems. The exam would be posted on chapter readings, homework, lecture videos, and in-course assignments. All exams would be conducted via Canvas. We used to use Moodle, and that's why I have Moodle here, but I'm going to update it and make sure that it's clear for you on the syllabus itself. Exams must be taken at the scheduled date and time. Only in extremely limited circumstances are makeup exams permitted or allowed, and this would be at the discretion of the instructor. Please see the course schedule for exam dates, and I'll go over that in the very last page. For grading, that's another important thing. We have homework assignments, that's 60 points, class experiences 80 points, annual report experiences 20 points, and the term project is 40 points. And then we have 3 exams, each one of them is worth 100 points. So if you translate that into percentages, because the total points is 500, if you translate that into percentages, you'll find that exams consist of 60%. And then these other assignments are worth 40 points or 40% in total. So the reason I'm stressing on this because exams are exams. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes not. But I think the other 40% are easy points to earn. So please make sure that you earn them, you don't lose them. You are the one in control of these, and they can affect your final grade. So these are easy points that you need to take advantage of. Please don't lose them. As long as you're on track, you should be able to earn all these points. These are the grading, this is the grading scale. We have A, B, C, D, and F. I rely on solid grades. I don't use pluses or minuses, and I'm very clear about that. And I think it works in your favor. As you know, you need to get a C or better in this class to take the next class, which is 1B. So please make sure that you have at least 70% in this class, which is 350 points. Again, my assumption is that all of you should be able to earn 450 or above, which is an A in this class, as long as you put the effort. Calculators, of course, are needed for this class, for class experiences and exams, and again, it's one of those obvious things for an accounting class. There's the disability program and services. If you have any requests related to DPS, please let me know so I can make the arrangements needed. There's also the Panther Care program, and this is the phone number that you can contact Ms. Alicia Rosas, and she can help you with that. So finally, we have the schedule, the class schedule, and as you can see, we have 17 weeks plus the final. I'm going to start very slowly at the very beginning. So in our first week, we're just going to have this video only. And then starting from week 2, we're going to go over the chapter. Typically, I try to break the chapters into smaller videos than these ones. So something like 10-15 minutes videos. And then you can, I think you can break down the chapter that way. Then our first class experience is going to be starting week 3, and it's going to be posted on Canvas. So the first exam also is September 21st, the second exam is November 2nd, and then our final exam is going to be on December 14th. I'll announce the exact time and day for the exams. I'll try to give you enough time. I'll try to accommodate most of you to make sure that you all can take the exam when it's a good time for you. So by that, I conclude this video, and I really thank you for listening. I know it's a little bit longer than I expected. It's about 20 minutes. But I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you next week for our very first chapter for Chapter 1.